All right, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day, man. I'm feeling a little bit better, man. I appreciate all the well wishes. I am a little bit congested, so if I sound a little bit groggy or whatever, I do apologize for that. I am feeling better, though, man. I'm going to have a little bit more energy for you guys here today, and we have two really big games, man. I'm 3-2 currently in my Steelers CFM. I'm in the toughest division by far. We have two pro players in my division, including the Super Bowl defending champion. So these are two must wins. We're playing the Bengals again. We already lost to them in the first game of the season. We're matching up with them again with that Lamar Jackson. And then we're also playing the 4-1 Chiefs. They're running that gun bunch formation. So we have two really sweaty games against two competitive players today. And with a 3-2 record, these are absolute must win games for me. And you guys are going to see they both come down to the absolute wire. So I hope you guys really enjoy these highlights, man. If you guys do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton, and I do read all my comments. So if you guys have any input or anything, any criticism or feedback, please do leave a comment. I read them all. I promise I will react and respond to every single one. And yeah, I do apologize if I sound a bit congested. There is also no game sound in the second game, so I do apologize for that. That was me. I recorded this game a couple days ago when I was transitioning, upgrading some PC parts. So unfortunately, the game sound was cut out. It won't happen again. With that being said, though, man, it won't affect any of the highlights. So I hope you guys do enjoy this, man. Let's go ahead, jump right into it. All right, so here we are, man. We're playing the 4-1 Chiefs. This guy's pretty decent. He's another bunch runner. He's going to try to hit us with a lot of delay fades in this game. As you can see right there, he was actually trying to throw to that delay fade. I think maybe we could possibly get there with Earl Thomas, but unfortunately, he's going to go ahead and take that sack. Right there, that was kind of a lucky throw, in my opinion. I thought it was completely covered. He got a bad throw, and it allowed his receiver to basically get better position than he otherwise would have. So, honestly, a bit unfortunate for us. He gets a nice completion on the next play, and then Chris Jones coming up big for us, man. We picked up that Chris Jones a couple weeks ago with that pass rush elite, and he forces a ton of pressure right there again. Earl Thomas, our user, is able to click on, get a really nice lurk. He kind of forced that and just made it really easy on us. Unfortunately, we're not able to get a pick six, though, just because he is only 88 speed and 31 years old, so his stats are only going to regress from here, unfortunately. But still a really nice play from us nonetheless. 3rd and 17 after taking 2 consecutive sacks, and we throw an absolute dot on a fade down the sideline to Devontae Adams to get in the end zone. So a really good start from us, man. We were able to get a turnover, and then we were able to throw a touchdown. So anything from here, man, is a positive, especially if we were able to hold my opponent to less than 7. But he's moving the ball pretty easily here. A dot to Will Fuller, then to Kenny Stills. And right here, my opponent is going to roll out, hit us with a delay fade, and get in the end zone. Those delay fades are absolutely killing me, man. They're the most annoying route in the game. You guys know how much I hate delay fades. I think they're an absolute bailout. Talking about bailout right here, we break the sack, we throw a wide open touchdown, and the game gives us an illegal forward pass. We're rocking that agile extender as an ability, which allows us to break DB sacks. So we broke the sack, we delivered an absolute strike, and unfortunately, the game kind of screws us. The game screws us again right here on a 4th and short. We throw an absolutely wide open hitch, and it just goes right through our player's hands. So a pretty unfortunate start for us there on the second drive, but we already did get a stop early in the game. And right here, Earl Thomas coming up big for us again. He got the user pick earlier, and right there we get a user strip fumble. So we do get the ball back. I was kind of upset, though. I can't lie. You know, I felt like I should have been up 14-7 and then got the stop, but you can't really think about it like that. You kind of just have to go to the next play and just live with it. And, you know, Madden's a game of giving and taking. Right there, we're given a really nice ag catch over a linebacker. You know, linebackers aren't the best at animating this game, and especially when you have that post-flag elite on, like, an X-Factor player like A.J. Brown. He's just going to go up and make those catches sometimes, and that's exactly what he does. But speaking of ags, man, 10 seconds left in the half. My opponent literally chucks it up, and G. Maya ags me, man. I mean, this dude is just moving the ball off delay fades and ags. It's just such... I just hate giving up cheap, gimmicky yards like that. And right here, he just plays really bad defense. Fortunately for us, even though this guy was moving the ball kind of, you know, like I said, with just basically a bunch of gimmicks, he wasn't very good at defense. The only way we've been stopped so far in this game was off a complete fluke drop on 4th and short. We were able to throw a really nice slant there to Brandon Cooks, and Brandon Cooks has that speed to get out of there. So a really nice response drive out of half for us. Like I said, I feel like I've been playing pretty good defense. He throws a strike to Will Fuller. Will Fuller's killing us, man. Will Fuller's got that streak specialist and post flag elite. He's an absolute beast right there. He tries to force it to Will Fuller again, though, and we have the perfect adjustment that time. Xavier Howard coming up big for us in the free safety position, getting the interception for us. So like I said, man, this dude really isn't the best player I've ever played. He's pretty decent, you know, he knows what he's doing. Right there, we're forced to punt after Jadeveon Clowney. I didn't show all the highlights, but Clowney sacked me 3 straight plays. I'm like, normally I would go for that, but I'm like, dude, this dude Clowney is glowing orange. He sacked me 3 straight plays before I could even press the button. I'm going to go ahead and just punt the ball. We'll play some defense here. 4th and 5 for my opponent, man. Everything is completely bagged, and he has a really nice route. Actually, it looked like everything was bagged, but honestly, a pretty good dive from him there down the sideline. I thought he wasn't going to get his feet in bounds, but he gets a pretty fortunate animation. Right here, I thought I had a nasty lurk. We have the lurker ability on Earl Thomas, but unfortunately, he's just too short. He's only 5'10". Right there again, Clowney setting instantly. But we throw an absolute dot. We're 10 for 11, 210 yards and 3 touchdowns, and our only incompletion was that fluke drop. Right here, 2nd and 3, basically for the game. My opponent tries to send the crib at me, and we throw an absolute dot up the seam to Cook. So this is pretty much game over, man. I'm able to just kneel the ball out. It was kind of an anticlimactic ending. It was a close game up until the end, but like I said, he just wasn't very good on defense, and he didn't even really come close to stopping me on that last drive, like really at all. He didn't really come close to stopping me on any play at any point in the game, unless Jadeveon Clowney instantly shedded me and sacked me. He really just didn't have a chance of getting a stop on defense. Everything was wide open every play. And like I said, my only incompletion was that 4th and short where the ball just went right through my player's hands. So, a dude, you know, definitely a decent player. He's a pretty good offensive player. Not very good in defense, but definitely better than most in offense. I'm still pretty proud of the way we played on defense. We got 3 stops, and we were pretty much perfect on offense. So, I thought I maybe should have won that game by more, but it's a win nonetheless, so I'm pretty satisfied with that, man. We do get a +1 speed there with Chris Jones. Chris Jones definitely played really well for us that game, and he's been a beast for us overall. Laramie Tunsil getting the upgrade as well. Laramie Tunsil got bulldozed that game by Clowney, even with Secure Protector and Pass Block Elite. But you know, Clowney is such a beast, so you can't really blame Tunsil that much. Jamal Perry, our speedy starting corner, getting an upgrade as well, even though, you know, honestly, Perry isn't the greatest by any means. Right here, I potentially have Y for a touchdown, but A.J. Brown isn't exactly the fastest. So I'm going to go ahead and just dump it down to Batson. I'm sorry for no game sound this game. I forgot to turn it on. I was streaming right before this game, and normally I don't have game audio when I stream. So you guys are going to have to bear with me here, man. There is no game audio here, but you know, I'll try to keep you guys entertained with my game commentary. Right there, we have a pretty nice opening drive, and unfortunately, we do pocket fumble. Those pocket fumbles are tough, man. That's usually why I do play on conservative. However, on that play, I wasn't on conservative. We are playing last year's Super Bowl champion, man. We're in our 2nd season in the Steelers CFM. We're playing last year's Super Bowl winning team, the Bengals, another in-division rival. And this dude's he's a competitive player, man. He's got that Lamar Jackson. Last season, he was completely dominant just because he had that human joystick, and he would just run every play with his quarterback. He actually ran 28 times this game. 28 times. You guys aren't going to see a ton of offensive highlights from him because most of his plays are literally just him running with Lamar. He's pretty bad at passing. Right there, we're able to lurk him on his first drive and get our ball back, but they banned human joystick this year in the CFM, so I'm really glad for that. It's going to kind of nerf the running ability at least a little bit. He still has fast break. Right here, I tried to throw actually to the in route. It was still kind of a bad read. It probably would have been a pick anyways, but a pretty bad throw. Honestly, I threw the in route. I did not throw to Devontae Adams, and it was still picked off by a spy like 10 yards underneath the route. But like I said, it was going to be a bad read anyway, so I probably deserved that. But yeah, this dude definitely wasn't the best at passing. Another delay fade, man. These delay fades drop. I pray to God, man. Clint, please. I hope, by some chance, if you're watching this video, please take delay fades out. But honestly, I played really, really good blast defense this game. You can see there, he has 9 rushes for 25 yards. What I do is I run nickel normal. I come out and double safety blitz, which brings my safeties down automatically. And then I audible to cover 4 palms. And cover 4 palms is actually really, really good blast defense. Right here, my opponent has a nice little inside seam. I was hoping my corner would play that, but he's like a mid 70 overall. He just doesn't have very good zone. And yeah, pretty good dot. Right here, before half though, about 50 seconds left, we're able to dump it off to Tariq Cohen down the sideline and out of bounds to stop the clock. So big play for us right here, man. If we're able to get 3, that's honestly huge for us. And we're able to deliver an absolute strike down the sideline to AJ Brown. He's going to get out of bounds as well. So a really big play for us. And then right here, great pocket, step up, swerve, possess and catch it right out the end zone. And honestly, just great stick work, great pocket. Right here before half, my opponent throws a pick 6, man. He throws it right to me. I click on. I'm in perfect position. I'm holding Y, and my dude just doesn't react. Maybe it's just because he's a low overall. Maybe it was just an unfortunate no animation, I should say. I'm not really sure why I got no reaction. You can see there, he just threw it right to me for a pick 6. We would have been up 14-7 going into half. And unfortunately, we don't get the animation. Right here, though, he kind of makes a really bad mistake, gets sacked out of bounds, and then right here, instead of just scrambling with Lamar to get into field goal range, he throws the ball to a dude who's obviously not going to catch it in bounds. And Chris Jones, insta-sack, end of half. So huge for us, honestly. He made a really, really poor mistake, man. Like I said, this dude just wants to run with Lamar. He's not really the greatest at passing or defense or at making decisions. He just kind of runs another gimmicky style of offense. And right here, I unfortunately get clicked onto the wrong dude. I thought I was going to get clicked onto the inside guy, and I get clicked onto the dude on the outside setting the edge. And he's just going to blast his way in the end zone. That's the one thing about playing Lamar. He's almost impossible to stop around the goal line. If he has more than one opportunity, he's probably going to score. But right there, he goes for the 2-point conversion. He gets a little bit cocky, and he gets stuffed. So a really big stop from us right there, actually. So if we go ahead and get 7, we're actually going to take the lead in this game. As you can see right there, my opponent had, I think, 19 rushes for about 60 yards. And most of those came on that one play where I accidentally clicked onto the wrong guy and then accidentally swatted. So pretty good blast defense from us this game, man. We've been playing pretty decent pass defense as well. Another dot down the sideline to AJ Brown. AJ Brown has been an absolute beast for us with that X factor. But here we go. Tariq Cohen in the end zone. Some nice stick work there following our blocks. This is a tough game, man. You guys know I already lost to the Bengals in the first week of the season. Right here, if he gets a good throw, it's potentially a pick. I thought it was completely bagged. That's going to bring up 4th and 9, though. And my opponent throws a fade. He gets a pretty good pass lead, but Xavier Howard comes up big for us. He caught a big pick for us last game, and he comes up huge with a nice knockout right there. As you can see, he's able to make contact as soon as the guy catches the ball, and he has no abilities on him, so he's going to go ahead and drop that right here. A nice scramble from Mahomes. We hit Cooks in the end zone for the touchdown to take the commanding lead now by 8. So even though we're up a touchdown and a two-point conversion, I'm still not feeling that confident. Right there, my opponent throws a pick, but we're unfortunately not able to get our feet in bounds. Xavier Howard again, almost coming up big for us. Right here, this is a tough throw. Cross body, across the field, triple coverage. But he's got that post flag lead, so he's going to go ahead and hang on to that. But like I said, man, we lost to the Bengals in the first week of the season. You know, I have the toughest division. The Bengals, or not the Bengals, excuse me, the Ravens actually picked up another pro player user this season as well. Last year, they were kind of a free win. This year, the Ravens are actually really, really tough. I got that game coming up in a couple weeks. Right there, my opponent throws an absolute dot. So I have a really tough division, man. I have a pro player, this guy that I'm playing right here. He's got the Lamar Jackson, which is super tough to stop, defending Super Bowl champion. And then we have another pro player who's currently undefeated, 6-0 with the Ravens. So I have a super tough division. I've already lost to the Bengals. This is a must-win game for me, man. Right here, he's going for that 2-point conversion. And like I said, we get good penetration, but Lamar Jackson is just too good, man. He's able to fall forward in the end zone, which is fine. We still have enough time here, man. We still have enough time, all the time in the world, to go get 3. We get a really nice scramble there from Mahomes to get about, a 15-yard pickup. And we only need about 20 yards or so to go ahead and get in field goal range. But right here, my opponent honestly plays really, really good coverage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. I noticed he was manning up my seams. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my A receiver on a curl route, which beats man. And as you can see there, maybe I throw it a millisecond too early. But oh my God, he throws it nowhere near A. Like nowhere near, with no pressure. Just completely botches the throw from a 99 rated quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, with all 99 accuracy. So I was pretty frustrated about that, man. That would have put us dang near in field goal range. Unfortunately, though, we're going to have to punt and hopefully lock up. It's tough to stop, man. He's just rolling out with Lamar. 22 rushes plus a couple runs from his running back. He is just running with his quarterback. And right here, he tries to run again. He does a little bit too much, and he runs right into a hit stick. Chris Jones, the big man at D tackles, able to pick it up and fall forward into the end zone for a touchdown. And we basically just have to stop my opponent on one more play, and we're able to win this game, pick up a huge in-division win, and put ourselves in pole position to potentially win the division and lock up a playoff seed. Right here, he tries to go for a Gmi ag. We're able to click on with Fuller and get a nice interception to seal the game. So a huge victory for us, man. 2 really nice wins over 2 players that had really good records, and 2 competitive players that compete in tournaments every year. Unfortunately, no really good upgrades. We do get a Tree Cohen upgrade, so not, nothing to write home about, but a really good win nonetheless. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed those games, man. 2 awesome games, very exciting, came down the wire. Hopefully it makes up for the lack of game sound in the second game. Like I said, I do apologize for that. It was just a result of me upgrading some PC parts and not having the correct settings that I'm used to having. It won't happen again, man, but hopefully it doesn't take away from the excitement of those 2 games. They were 2 close games. They were 2 must-win games as well, and we were able to clutch it out. So now we're in good position to potentially win the division. We do have a really tough matchup against the undefeated Ravens next week against another competitive pro player and streamer. So it's going to be a really exciting game. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that one, man. He's currently #1 in the division. So if we're able to beat him, we might take his spot, and it's going to be an absolute dogfight for that AFC North. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you guys are looking forward to it as well, man, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I got another Pat CFM video coming soon, man. We're going to be in the playoffs soon in that league. I also have a battle for the #1 seed in that league against the undefeated Bengals. And then I also have some Saints games that I've already played and I'm currently editing that are going to be awesome as well. So we got a lot of content coming out now that I'm starting to feel better. I'm not as sick. I appreciate all the well wishes again, man. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. With that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead, sign out. Peace.